Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Sorry If I Spit When I Speak. The Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Atlanta Falcons 24-10, despite a lot of injuries to a lot of their very significant players.
Yeah, man. I mean, what is going on here? We lost Eifert and Perfect last game, and Gino still doesn't look like himself, And in this game, AJ Green goes down. Perfect gets zinged. Zeitler hurts his calf. Brandon Thompson hurts his knee. Man, Daddy, I'm worried we've been cursed.
Why is that?
Because you remember my friend from the village, right? So last year he got this invitation. He's doing an engineering program at Xavier, and he's living in Mount Lookout. I told him, look, you got to go see the Cincinnati Bengals, man. He didn't know how football worked, so I explained it to him using some French fries, and he went down. And this thing is, my friend, everywhere he goes, he takes his goat. And they kick him out. And as you know, in history, when people tell a man and his goat to go home, bad things happen. The Cubs, they did that to Billy Sianis. And the man was from a village in Greece, not from my country. But, he left and he cursed the Cubbies. And history speaks for itself. I hope if they are cursed, maybe we got to remove it or something.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Hoji, the defense looked superb. The only touchdown they gave up was a garbage one in the fourth quarter. And George Iloka may have just had his breakout game. He broke up a key pass to Julio Jones that could have swung the game the other way. And he intercepted Matt Ryan twice. This just a week after Matty Ice torched the Saints for more than 400 yards and 3 touchdowns last week in a very thrilling overtime victory over the New Orleans Saints. And the offense found its way after they lost AJ and after struggling so much in the kicking game in the first half, missing 3 field goals.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I told you, Daddy. The emblemology says you can't kick field goals. Not against Falcons. Falcons won't work. They tried. That's what they get. Look, Daddy, the Bengals were a different team. They were trying something new, and it worked. They were rebounding on offense. But what does it say about your quarterback when you have to go to a receiver to go deep? I mean, but look, Sanu's pass, it was perfect. He split 2 defenders. It was accurate, strong. The only reason I think this man is not a starting quarterback in the NFL is maybe it's because his windup takes a long time. But the arm on that guy. Dalton really relied on his running backs in the passing game. Giovanni made some ridiculously athletic plays. And the only thing Dalton really did was hit Sanu on one short pass, which Sanu turned into a 76-yard touchdown. Take that pass away, Dalton only completed 7 passes to non-running backs for 75 yards. And that includes former Pro Bowl tight end Jermaine Grisham. Look, 7 passes for 75 yards, and we still won by 14 points. It's amazing. Look, if Dalton's going to be the QB, no problem with that. Just make sure Giovanni, Bernard, and Jeremy Hill are there, doing their stuff. Those two and the defense, they looked spectacular today. I felt like it was 1988.
Yeah, but Hoji, Dalton, I think, is growing as a player. He hasn't committed a turnover all year, and he's doing everything the coaches have asked of him. He's also growing as a leader. In a recent Sports Illustrated article, he really didn't have much to say to his critics. Instead, he wants to let his play on the field, prove them wrong, especially in the postseason.
Yeah, I've been very tough on the guy, but I got to say, in some ways, he's a kind of a sweetheart. He gave me an interview. I had an exclusive interview with Andy Dalton this week, and he opened up to me. It was like, I kind of felt like Barbara Streisand or Barbara Walters or whatever. And would it be okay if I played the interview for you right now on the Siswiss on Sorry If I Spit When I Speak? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to hear it. So then we'll be right back with Hoji's interview with Andy Dalton after this.
On that